Today we're comparing two fragrances that are classics for men from the house of Guerlain. Heritage Eau De Toilette, Heritage Eau De Parfum, both launched in 1992, created by Jean-Paul Guerlain. So if you want to find out about the differences and the similarities of these two fragrances, then please stay tuned. Thanks so much for tuning in. This is Sebastian, this is Dalya. If this is your first time tuning into this channel and you love watching fragrance reviews, finding out about new fragrances, discovering new brands, and of course participating in giveaways and still haven't subscribed to the channel, please click the subscribe button below and also click the bell so that you'll be notified for future videos and giveaways. So Heritage was a late discovery for me. I discovered it probably around 2012. But the fragrance was launched 20 years prior in 1992 and created by Jean-Paul Guerlain. Do you know Jean-Paul Guerlain? Is he like the main perfumer of Guerlain, or was there somebody before him? Because I don't know much about him.
I think Guerlain is a very old house, and I think it's been in the family, and he may not be the founder. He might be the
son?
I think it might be on the third or fourth generation now, and either that or I think I saw a documentary, but it was a really long time ago, and I think the person who's their perfumer or their nose or their house, whatever person now is not.
It's Terry Wasser now.
Yeah, and his name is not Guerlain, but yeah. I think there were at least two
before this guy,
or including this guy. There's been at least two different Guerlains who. Men with the surname Guerlain. Mm-hmm. I don't know which one he is.
Okay. Well, it doesn't really matter, but this is now become one of my favorite designer fragrances, even 30 years later. It's 30 years, right? No, it's not even 30.
Math.
Wait. I'm not good at math. So 1992 to... It's almost 30 years, not quite 30 years yet.
We'll get there.
But to me, this is kind of like the men's version of Samsara. That's just my feelings, but I'm not sure if...
We were sitting in a coffee shop and we were spraying perfumes everywhere, much to the chagrin of the people who were just, working on their laptops and drinking coffee. But I put one of these on one hand and one of these on the other, and it is a masculine sort of bracing sort of splash of a kind of almost cologne-y version of a fragrance. But it kind of mellowed into this fresh, peppery loveliness on my skin too. So what are the notes in this one?
So according to base notes, I took the notes from base notes because Fragrantica lists 3 times the notes that base notes lists. So according to base notes, top notes, lemon, lavender, bergamot, heart notes, coriander, pink peppercorn, base notes, patchouli, cedarwood, tonka beans, and vanilla. For the Eau De Toilette, for the EDP, they remove the cedarwood, tonka beans, and vanilla for the base, and they just say it's patchouli. I'm not sure how accurate these notes are. Guerlain never lists notes, or they kind of like allude to different notes, so I'm not sure how true they are, but I'm giving you the notes that are listed in base notes. And of course, like I said, Fragrantica has like 3 times the notes. I'm not going to list all those notes because there's so many notes listed. But to me, this is really about patchouli. I just love the sexiness about the patchouli in here.
Not that we've ever talked about a love of patchouli on this channel.
You've never talked about it?
I never have.
Really? Top 20 patchouli, anyone?
Patchos. So, which did you... Okay, you guys are probably wondering which one we liked better, right? I mean, that's what comparison videos are all about. If you had to pick, which would you go with?
I've had the original. I have an original bottle of the Eau De Toilette since 1992. This is my second bottle here that recently came in. And by the way, these are at the discounters, $44 for 100 ml at FragranceNet for the EDT, $55 for the EDP. I, to this day, prefer the EDT over the EDP. I've worn the EDT since 2012, as I said. This EDP is brand spanking new. Yeah, and I much prefer the EDT because of the projection. It stays longer, it projects longer, and I just like the way it smells. Even though this one is deeper, richer, it's a lot closer to the skin, and it almost seems like it doesn't last as long. I don't know if that's what you experience.
Agree on all points. This one is a big, blowsy, peppery kind of bright opening, and it stays even on like I was just on my hands. I wasn't even wearing it like for realsies, and it was still pretty big and bold.
Realsies?
Yes. So yeah, no, I 100% agree. The EDP or the Eau De Parfum was almost instantaneously a skin scent. They do smell very similar to each other. They clearly
really do, yeah.
But the Eau De Toilette is bigger than the Eau De Parfum.
Now, going back to something like Guerlain's Habit Rouge, there's noticeable differences between the EDT and EDP, whereas the EDT has a lot more fresher qualities, more citruses, and the EDP is more vanilla. Here, I don't find too many differences. They almost smell identical.
It's possible that the EDT was more appealing to me because of the vanilla, because it is sort of that classic barbershop kind of fragrance, the way it's built, I guess.
Do you find it barbershop-y?
At first spray, yeah, but the EDT sort of mellows more, and I would say it's wearable for me, even though I would say these are both masculine.
You would wear it?
I could wear it. I think I might wear it. I'd at least test it out for sure. Whereas the EDP, I don't think I would. I mean, if it's a skin scent, I have others I can wear. I mean, more often than not, I'm wearing fragrance because I want other people to smell it, not have to like be in my personal space to smell it. That's me. But for those of you who prefer skin scents, maybe the EDP would be more for you. They are very similar to each other.
So we have the original Heritage bottle, which I have a little bit left, as you can see, just a tiny bit. And of course the bottle is different. Shall we test and see how?
Yeah, if you're willing to spray it here.
So the Guerlain bottles all got uniformed because they were all different before. Now they're all in uniform bottles. Here's the EDT in the original form. I still like the original better, but this is pretty close.
It is pretty close. There's kind of just bigger. The original maybe is a little even bigger than the Eau De Toilette here, which is like they're ranked here in order of bigness.
And this is really, it's like hardly there.
The peppercorn is it's there in all three, and I feel like maybe the peppercorn and the lavender and the bergamot combined is what is giving me that barbershop quality. Not aftershave, I mean, you know what I'm trying to say, like classic doodly sort of.
Doodly. So these are doodly scents.
They are.
Not doodly, but doodly.
Dude, like.
Dude.
Like a righteous dude. Yeah, they're nice.
Would you like your boyfriend to wear something like this? Or,
I would.
Or if you were married, would you want your husband to wear something like this?
Yeah, it's a nice familiar. You know what it is? It's like it's not like a suit exactly, but it's like a nice button down, like somebody who's comfortable wearing a button down in his personal life as well as for work, I think is what I would say. It's sort of a maybe not genteel exactly, but it's clean, it's fresh, it's like a rumpled elegance, I think.
What do you think about the test of time? Have these stood the test of time, or do they smell a little dated?
They don't smell old, but they don't. I wouldn't if. The person I was shopping for was 25. I don't think I'd grab this one. This isn't like that sweet stuff that generation seems to be wearing. It's not like for the club, but it's a nice, I think it'd be great for the office. I think it'd be great for around the house or around the neighborhood. It's nice. I like it. It's maybe not like date night, but it's great for daytime, and it could go day to evening really well. Maybe like out with, I don't know what people do in their social lives, but you know, out with people for things.
Okay. So what do you think of the price? Because they are at the discounters and they're really good price. $44 for a 100 ml EDT.
I have mixed feelings about this.
Why?
I can't deny that I have shopped the sales myself for the Guerlain brand and for this particular fragrance. I think it's a steal at $44. Like, you can blind buy that. That's just go get it. But in terms of how it smells and the way that, psychologically you put value with
It smells more expensive than $44.
Absolutely. That's what I'm trying to say. Like for the person I imagine wearing this, I would not expect that person to go for the $44 discount thing. You know, I'd expect this to be somebody who actually would walk into Guerlain or, you know, maybe even the duty free and have cufflinks or something. It's cufflinks. This smells like you should have cufflinks.
It's classy, isn't it?
Yeah, not like in like an oldie-timey cufflinks, like a kind of retro hipster cufflinks. Like it's good. I like this.
Okay.
If I was a guy, I'd wear it.
Are you a fan of the House of Guerlain?
It's hit or miss for me.
This one's a hit.
Yeah, I think this one's good. It's like the way I would wear Shalimar as a woman, I would expect a man to wear this. Like like Shalimar is there is no time where it is inappropriate. I've said it before, I think, on this channel, so sorry if you've seen me say that or heard me say that. But Shalimar is just like ready, steady, go. You don't have to think about it. It's something that you know it fits, you know it'll work. It's very balanced in terms of like it doesn't project too much, but it's not also just a total skin scent. I feel like this would be very similar, but like the guy version of that, where it's.
I thought this is the guy version of Samsara, but that's just me.
Yeah, I never wore Samsara.
It came out around the same time, but
I never wore Samsara, so I don't have like a reference for it. I just mean in terms of like the function it serves in my collection, not in terms of how it smells.
Yeah.
Because you have another fragrance that you found that's rather similar to Shalimar, did you not?
I did.
That we'll save for another time. I have nothing. I would love to have something mean to say. That's so much more fun, but I like it.
You like it? Yeah, me too. I love it. It's become like one of my favorites.
It's so nice when there's like a new bottle and reformulation that's still good.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah, I think if you walk into Neiman Marcus here in San Francisco where you'll be able to buy this, it's about $100. So you're getting it less than 50% off.
I would. That's more along, you know, what I would expect for the person wearing this would stop in at, I guess, Neiman's or whatever while a partner or spouse is also shopping for something else and pick up a bottle of this. Like it doesn't smell like it would be at a discounter's.
It's classy.
It's nice.
Yeah, it's nice. Anyway, guys, are you fans of Heritage EDT or EDP or both? Let us know. Put a comment down. I know I've featured Heritage in multiple videos, and every time I do, you guys say you like it. But let me know, since this video is all about Heritage, if you are a fan or if you just hate it and you think it smells old and kind of mature and an old man. I'd love to find out what you think about it, because I'm in love with this fragrance, and I think it's definitely a top 5 designer fragrance for me. It's awesome, and it smells great to this day. Put some comments down. Let's get a conversation started. Please like this video. Please share it. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and I'll be back with more videos very soon. Have a good one. Goodbye.